Call this beat Will Smith, cause it slaps hard. Hear it not when I pull up on your boulevard.
This person had a comment on my TikTok. I have a TikTok account as well. I did a video where I answered the question of why asking her what she's looking for is pointless. Because a lot of you guys, you're thinking, this is where guy logic gets you in trouble, guys. You're thinking, okay, I want a woman, but I want something that's long-term. How do I know if she wants long-term? I know what I'll do. On that first or second date, I'm going to ask her, so what are you looking for? Are you looking for a long-term relationship? Are you looking for a short-term relationship? Are you looking for just a friends with benefits hookup? Like, what are you looking for? And then we think logically, if I ask her that question, she's going to say, you know what? I hadn't thought about it, but I think I want a short-term. And then you're going to respond, that's great. You know what? I thought I want something long-term, but I could do a short-term in the meantime. Yeah, let's do that. That to me is like the stupidest thing ever. But again, I understand why. At one point in my life, I'm sure I was probably thinking like, okay, how can I tell the difference between like a girl that wants to just hook up with me and that be it versus like be in a relationship? I get it. Because you're thinking that's the logical thing, right? Like just like, it's like on a platter. Which of these options do you want to do? And I'll do it, right? But here's the thing. So this guy said, I feel a way around this is asking on your first date, what are they looking for? Example, long-term, short-term, casual, etc. right? And here's what I try to stress to you guys. Is that you're thinking, because you're like this, that you're going to go on one or two dates, and after one or two dates, you're going to determine, yeah, I don't know if I date this girl long term, but I would totally do a short term with her for a little bit. Like you're assuming, because that's how you're processing how you get with whoever you want to get with, that women are processing it the same way. So you're thinking after one or two good dates, she's already made the decision, this guy, I don't know if I'd see him in a long term, but I could do his little short term hookups, or I don't know if I do short term with him because I really see more as a long term thing. So I would like, and this is where I try to explain to you guys, women are coming at dating from a whole different thought process, from a whole different process altogether in terms of how they're going about it. Because you might have a woman that on date one says, okay, I'm going to give this guy a shot. Let's see what he has. And that is an offer whereby she has no context yet of what you're going to be. Like she's going to this fully open saying, okay, let's see what this guy has to offer. And then depending on how he makes me feel, we'll go to the next step. And so for women, at least based on my experience, because again, if they're watching this, if I'm wrong, let me know. But in my experience, for women, it's more about steps. Like, okay, he's taking me on a date. He showed me a good time. He's not being too overly gross. He's not trying to touch me too much. He's making me laugh. He's vibrant. You know what? This was a good date. So you know what? If he asked me for a second one, I'd totally do it. That's step number two. Step number two, okay, great. We're on this second date now. Okay, he's still bringing up stuff about me and he's asking me questions and he's touched me a little bit, but I feel like the touch is really, really nice and he smells really good. And, oh, he's trying to kiss me. Oh, do I want to kiss him? How was the kiss? Okay, you know what? Overall, the feeling of this date, also great. Step three, oh, now he's trying to make the big moves. He's trying to ask me up to his place to make dinner with me, but I know what that means. He's trying to go for a hookup. But do I want to hook up? How is he going to act if I don't give him this hookup? Well, let's just go over his house and just see what happens. Okay, I'm over here. I'm on his couch. He's feeding me food. We're talking. It's interesting. Like I'm sexually attracted to him, but he doesn't seem to be trying to push me towards having to sleep with him. Oh, wait, he's making a move. Okay. Let's see what happens if I just reject this move real quick. Oh, he didn't freak out. Interesting. So I don't feel threatened that he's going to try to attack me if I don't want to do some stuff. And now I want to do some stuff. So now, boom. Oh, we had a hookup. That's great. Now, do I like that hookup enough to want to do it again? And can I see myself? Like, so you see, it's all these steps, right? It's not a concrete thing of like, well, we went on 2 good dates. And so now I think I'm going to just put him in the long-term or short-term category or no term at all. It's these feelings are building up each time. Each time he's doing the right stuff, I'm building interest. And now, as I'm building interest, I'm starting to realize, initially when I first went out with this guy, I thought this was going to be a one-and-done date and that's it. But each time I'm going out with him, he's making me feel more connected to him and making me feel more things to where I could now feel myself wanting to spend a lot of time with him, which, translates to being in a relationship. I guess we're going long-term. So in my experience, that's how women are processing it. And they're not processing it like a dude where it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4 dates. Okay, now what are we? And that's why I say you have to go on her timeline, because ultimately you try to ask her, here's what's going to happen. You're going to ask her on date 3. So you're looking for a long-term, short-term, whatever. And what she's going to think is, wow, he's asking, he's already expressed possibly long-term. This is date 3. I'm still trying to figure out my feelings. I was building up to an interest, but now it's or a higher interest than I already have. But it seems like he's ready to just ask me now, and I'm not quite at that stage. So I got to get off here because he's clearly already infatuated with me, and I feel bad for making him wait longer than he's probably going to want to. And so since I'm a nice person, I don't want to do that to him, so I'm out. And then you lose, and you sit there like, why didn't she just tell me she wanted a short term? And the reality is that's not how women process that in the first place. Now, and it's not to say that there aren't women out there that, don't have these short flings, but most women, at least in my experience, aren't purposely going out there looking for that. Like, you might have a woman that's just overall bad in terms of like communication, upbringing, whatever. So she hooks up with dudes and then starts getting all needy and crazy. And then the guys dump her. And then it looks like she's a short-term girl. And really it's just, she hasn't quite figured out on her end of things how to properly keep men around, But like most women aren't going to these situations automatically thinking, okay, I'm going on the first date with this guy. I've already determined long-term, let's do it. That's not how that works,
You's a bad boy, but you can't stop, won't stop. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a